Well, you'll be picking up lessons for life in that, like you mentioned, that discipline and kind of the importance of player power in a club. But it doesn't, like you mentioned, necessarily work out the way you wanted it. Like, too soon for you. And even, you talked about in the past how difficult even players like Ali McCoist found it at the start. Can you explain the move to Sweden? It's a kind of rare thing to see now, but back then it's completely out of the ordinary.
Well, you go through the Rangers thing, and of course, I made my debut at 17, 1981, I think it was, against Brecon at Brecon, a very tough environment as well back then. These teams they had some real hard players on their side, and it was a great experience. But I then go through the Rangers thing with very limited runs, if you like, to try and build confidence. At that point, I felt just a little bit young, a little bit naive, lacked probably arrogance and confidence that you need at these big clubs. I then go through a change of manager from John Gregg and Tommy McLean to Jock Wallace and Alec Totten. I then spent some time with them two, and then find Graham Souness coming in with Walter Smith. And then, of course, at that point, I had been 5 years at the club, plus 1 year month-to-month contract, and it was time for me to make a change. And out of the blue, I was contacted by a guy called Ian McNeil, ex-Aberdeen, assistant manager to John Neal at Chelsea. He had a friend in Sweden, and they were looking for a ball-playing midfield player. And of course, he had made contact, Ian. I knew nothing about Sweden, nothing about Swedish football. I just thought it was a great, exciting trip to take, great experience to go over there. And there I was, going over there as a 20, or whatever it was, can't remember the age I was, early 20s maybe.